Good evening, Live at 5. Hope we're all doing well. Glorious. Hi, Deb. Hello. Hello there. Hi, Annette. Good evening, everybody. How are we all? Are we well? Just look at this cup of coffee. How glorious is that? That is... It's just a coffee off my coffee machine, but it is so nice. Hi, Maria. Hello, hello. Hello. Hi, Megan. Hi, Emma. Hello, Carol. Good. I'm glad you're well. Is it sunny? What a joy this weather has been, hasn't it? Long may it continue, although we know it won't. But oh, it's beautiful. And it's so nice with the children's holidays as well. For it to actually be sunny on school holidays, that's unheard of. Hey, Kirsty. Hi, Maz. Long time no speak. Hope you're okay. Is everybody on Easter holidays across the country? Because sometimes we're off on a slightly different schedule. So we've got the 2 weeks, got this week and next week, and then we've got the bank holiday weekend. So it's quite a long stint, really, to sort them out, bless them. But they've done very well this week. They've had a few days. Miss Stitches has been down in the shop with me for a few days. And she's done well, all things considered. But Mr. Stitches is off next week, so they won't have to come down here. You've broke up today for 2 weeks. Now, yeah, that makes so much more sense. But and I like it when the bank holiday is sandwiched in the middle because it means I get more time with them. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why our holidays are a little bit out of sync. Is anyone coming up here in the Easter holidays? Because it's been lovely this week. We've had a few visitors. I don't know if Nikki's on, but hi, Nikki, who called in to see us. And a hello to Pauline, who came in to see me as well and said that she watches the YouTube catch-ups. So hi. And it's really nice when people come into the shop in real life. And yeah, and I know that feeling, that taking a trip to a fabric shop feeling. It's lovely. So Alice is back from taking her overlocker to be fixed. Nice. Hope it's all sorted for you. Cool. Right, well, there's a few of you in now. And I'll be honest, I really don't have a plan. So I thought I was getting some new fabric this week, but it turns out it's next week. Sorry to disappoint. But the message that I'd had from my supplier said that fabric arriving next week, but he meant with him, not with me. So it's coming early next week. So I'm thinking that we will do live on Thursday next week because the shop is going to be closed on Good Friday. Let me know if that works and we can have a look at next week's new arrivals then. But I have got a few bits and pieces out to chat about, just dotted around and about, a few pieces that I think could do to see a little bit of love, a few things that you start looking at slightly differently. Once the sun starts shining and the weather starts changing, you start to think in a different way about fabrics and clothes, don't you? So I've pulled a few little bits and pieces off the shelf to have a chat with you about. But if there is anything that you want to see or anything that you want me to cover, please pop it in the comments as soon as you can and we can take a look. I'm glad that Thursday makes sense. I'm glad that works for you. Thursday, live at 5. You're doing a sewing retreat. Ooh, nice. Whereabouts in the lakes is your retreat? I think sometimes people underestimate, and I'm not saying this is you, the size of Cumbria. Like Cumbria is a massive county, and you can be up in the northern part of the lakes, up at Ullswater, and it's quite a trek to get down to this end of things. Oh, especially through those country roads. Right, okay, so I'll let you have a think about if there's anything that you want to see. Hi, Sarah, you made it. Sarah's just been in the shop. No, I don't have the Fabric Godmother Broderie Anglaise, sadly. I wish I did, but I don't have Fabric Godmother money at the moment, so so maybe in the future, but yeah, sadly not. You've got birthday vouchers you need to spend. Oh, lovely. I'm sure you'll find something. Hi, Carolyn. Right, okay, so I have been seeing everywhere this week, and I don't know if this is a coincidence or what, but I keep seeing these lovely soft wide leg drawstring trousers, in particular on TikTok. Keep being advertised, these lovely drawstring trousers. So but they're always in a stripe, and immediately when I see them I think of this seersucker, so I thought I would get this out. This is a bit of last year's seersucker, and it's got 2 clips on it. I don't know why it's got 2. And yeah, it seems to be a bit of a trend, these outside pajamas, you might refer to them as. They look an awful lot like the Sophia trousers. There we go, if they've got that on your Live at 5 bingo. But yeah, I've noticed a few people as well making up the Lane pants by Sydney Graham, and I've been printing that multiple times this week, so that seems to be sort of very popular in the sewing community. You finally got, oh, it's nice to see you, Carolyn. I haven't seen you in ages. Carolyn's one of my oldest customers. So, well, not like oldest as in she's not old, she's just longest serving customers. So yeah, and I have actually put that in this week's email and in a little capsule wardrobe kind of segment that I've put together, because I do think a pair of trousers like that looks really, really useful and very comfortable. But this is the striped seersucker, and we do have a little bit left of last year's stock before I go and look for any more like this. But it looks just like the ones I keep seeing around and about. Yeah, and it's lovely. Let me lift that up a bit closer so you can see the crinkle. I'm hoping I'll be able to get the Buttercup seersucker back in stock soon as well. Do you know, I'm thinking that I might just take this off the roll and get it on a board, because it's totally ruined. See, very nice. Make a very nice dress as well. I know that Carol's made... Did you make a dress out of this, Carol? I can't remember what you made now. I'm sure it was a dress. It was very pretty. Right. So as well as the black, we have this lovely soft pink as well. Let's see if I can show you that a bit. Unroll it a little bit and then you get an idea of the scale and the colour and the opacity as well. You're all very quiet. Oh, this one's broken as well. Right, okay, show you that a little bit closer up so you can see there. Now if I'm behind it, you can see through it just a little, so that's worth bearing in mind. I don't think that the black is as see-through as that one. Not familiar with areas you covered up. People are often surprised you can get from East Devon. Really? So, right, so you must be down. Would it work for the new Tilly and the Buttons pattern? Absolutely would, yes. I should have dragged Julie onto the live today. She's been wearing the Samara in the shop. And it's 150 wide, Alice. And she's made 2 versions. She's made it in the porcelain cotton sateen, and it looks really, really pretty. She brought it in to show me this morning. And she's also made a version in a different fabric out of her stash, and she basically didn't have enough fabric for the longer sleeve, so she just elasticated the top of the short sleeve version. She just added a little bit on. So I think there will be some hacks going out into the wild of that particular pattern. Hi, Carol. Hope you're well. So yes, they're really nice. That's all I've got to say. Really nice, that. I think it's a cute pattern too, Megan. Yeah, and it's been very popular. I think I got about 8 copies into the shop and they've all gone, so I need to get some more. it can be hit and miss with pattern launches like that, whether they fly out or don't. And yeah, I was quite surprised in this instance. So very good. I'm sure they will be popping up all over the place. And I think as well, once they go out kind of into the wider community, you know, and we start seeing versions made up, you feel a bit more inspired seeing them on other people. You're right, Annette. Rach did make them, yeah. Yeah, lots of hacking options. Did she say she was making it into a dress as well? So it's very straightforward. I think it would make a nice... oh, someone's popping an order in, thank you. I think it would make a nice, like a beginner class, you know, like a first garment kind of thing, because there's very little fitting involved. Okay, so I just wanted to show you those stripes. This is going to be really random, folks, I'm sorry. Oh, that was you, was it, Kathleen? Thank you. You're very appreciated, Kathleen. You know, I get certain names that pop up and I think, that's such a lovely, long-term, very loyal customer. And you are one of them. Thank you, Vicky. There was a bit of a departure for me there. That was... There was a different way of doing the blog, but I quite enjoyed putting it together. So I've grabbed some craft cottons off the shelf. Are some of the Dashwood prints, but they've kind of come around into being a little bit more seasonal, with it being April and April showers. These are very sweet, so I thought these just deserved a moment. In particular, this one, although with the sun shining, you wouldn't think April showers, but it will. So we've got... This one is called Raining Cats and Dogs, and I'm going to try and get that a little bit closer so you can take a look. We've got some little Dalmatians here. Cute, cute, cute. So dogs on this one, and little people with colourful brollies and clouds. Just super cute. This would just be really nice on maybe like a little one's dress, or even as a lining for something. Very, very sweet. Even if sort of things like a little drawstring bag would be cute in that one. And then coordinating with that, these are all sort of very primary colours. We've got wellies. Wellies make me happy, and I can't explain why. the humble Wellington boot. But yeah, these are definitely, they're going to have a moment. I think we're going to put them back in the window, actually, because just very seasonally appropriate now. And then we've got the little doggies in the jackets. Oh, I met, where's Nick? Nick, are you on? We met Nick's puppy this week, and I haven't told Julie, and Julie might not be happy about that, sorry. Oh, tiny little chocolate Labrador. She's beautiful. And then cats, obviously more my kind of genre, little cats in jackets. They're so sweet. I would wear this. 100%, but these are just so pretty. So if you've got someone that's pet mad, or you want to make pet accessories, you know, I totally forgot, Julie, I'm so sorry. But I did say, because Pooh Nick, she said, is Julie in? No, Julie's dog mad. So yeah, little fluffy little brown puppy. She's so beautiful. She was beautiful because she was sleepy, so she was sort of giving off perfect dog vibes. Nikki will have to bring her back for you. Okay, what else have I got to tell you about? Oh, double gauze, double gauze. So with the purple packages, I bought tons of stock this time, because previously everybody's gone a bit mad at me that there wasn't enough stock. So I deliberately overstocked this time, which means now that we've sort of packed and posted the kits, that we've got some leftover fabric, which is a good thing, because quite a few of you have sort of requested that you wanted to be able to get some of the double gauze on its own for other ideas other than the kit purposes. So very pleased to let you know that all 4 colours of the kit fabric are in stock now. So if you do want to get your hands on some of that individually, you can do, and that in itself would be lovely for the Samara top, if that's what you were looking at, or even for trousers. Yes, right, Elaine, you have segued into that beautifully for me. Thank you very much. So last night I actually sort of jumped up off the sofa and did a kind of little squeal because I was watching someone on it was either Instagram or TikTok, and it was one of like these young ladies that's doing the fashion. And M&S seems to be popular with the youngsters now. And she was walking around M&S showing all these like really cool things that she thought that she would like to try on. And she said, oh, I've seen the most perfect two-piece cover-up for the beach. And I swear to you, it was that purple package. It was a shirt with the lapels and the bottoms in double gauze in all 4 colours that the purple package is in. I could not believe it. I had to jump up and show Mr. Stitches because he was like, why are you showing me Marks and Spencer's? And I was like, no, watch. And yeah, so they had the purple, the pink, the green and the blue. Can you believe it? But yeah, lots of double gauze. It's that time of year. So if you do want to just get your hands on some of this fabric, it's available. And I have separated out some patterns as well. So you can grab the Fran pattern if you want to make it up in something different. So there we go. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. It's interesting what's sort of popular at the moment. A lot of waistcoats. I'm seeing a lot of waistcoats online at the moment. So if anybody's got a pattern suggestion for a trendy waistcoat, let me know. So you got... That's nice. Good for you, Megan. I hope you enjoyed that. Did you make it? Or did you just pass it off? Hi, I made this. Yeah, I have not done the seasonal wardrobe swap over yet. That's going to be this weekend's job, I think. After we've sorted out the giant cutting table. More to come on that. Of course you did. Good girl. Oh, you're sewing a waistcoat as we speak. Excellent. What are you making it from, Elaine? I would like to make one in just a plain linen. I've been debating, and in fact, you can help me out. We've got samples in the shop this week from the suppliers of... we're probably going to be getting a linen and viscose blend in plains this year, and it's super soft and beautiful. But there's about 40 different colours, which obviously we can't do 40 colours. Can maybe do 10 to 15. So I would really appreciate your sort of thoughts on shades and what kind of colours you would like in a plain like that. I think in the past I tend to try and cover a bit of a rainbow of colours and then sort of throw in like navies and blacks and things like that. But if there's anything that you think that we're missing with the sort of colour ranges that we've had, or any colours that you've got in mind, please do let me know. Pale blue chambray. Yeah, no, well, linen. Is it a bottom weight? Is it a bottom weight? It depends. I mean, that's a very... It's arguable. Just bear with me one moment. So I'd say it's an everything weight. It's not thick like, how can I describe this? So because I think this is 30 linen and 70 viscose. So because it's a blend, it's a lot softer and a lot drapier, which is going to give it a lot more potential for things like blouses and dresses. The washed linens that we've had and that we have are beautiful, but they are quite crisp, which limits them a little in terms of drape, and I really do like this blend. So I'm just going to see if I can take these. You can see they all come stapled in little chopped up bits. So that's your kind of weight there. So it's quite fine. You could make trousers out of that. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're making trousers out of something like the seersucker, this is not dissimilar, perhaps even a little bit heavier. I think it's about 200 grams per square metre, if that's any help. But it's a bit like a fine suiting. I don't think it's overly sheer. So that's kind of the best description I can give you of that before actually sort of laying hands on it. I think it will be beautiful for things like dresses. You're looking for some mid-brown trousers. So are you wanting it to be crisper? That would be my question. Oh, all the colours are rolling in now. Let's see. Oh, hang on. Wardrobe by Me Pika vest. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Long line fitted. There's one in, it's either New Look or Simplicity, but it's not fitted. There's a longer, I think there's one coming in the Simplicity spring drop. We'll have to have a look at that when it comes in. Ochre, blues, greens, pinks, and lilac. Those are my kinds of colours, Megan. Burgundy, interesting. Greens and blues, periwinkle or cobalt. So all the colours of the rainbow, basically, is what you're telling me. Right, okay. I tell you what, Annette, next time you order something, I will pop you a little sample of this in and you can have a look. And you can let me know what you think. Can I show you sweatshirt weight and what colours do I have? Yeah. Did we not have that out the other week? We can get it out again. I'm always up for looking at sweatshirting. That coffee is delightful. You're welcome. Right. Honestly, this sweatshirt is immense. See, I'd like to do the waistcoat in something like this. Just think something like quite neutral. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so I think we've covered this one a few times before, so I won't go into too much detail, but the weight of sweatshirt that I have in at the minute is the organic soft sweatshirting, and it is more of a, I always would describe it as an in the middle weight sweatshirt. It's got a brushed back. You can see there, nice and soft and snuggly, but it is not as thick as sweatshirting on, say, shop bought ready to wear hoodies. It's not, you might know what I mean by this. It's not Fruit of the Loom weight. It's not chunky, but it's heavier than a plain French terry or a cotton jersey. So I would say it's somewhere resolutely in the middle, which is very wearable. Best example I could give you of it made up is the Drew and CC combination that I've got on my page. It's lovely. It washes nicely and it sews nicely. And I think just being that sort of in the middle weight, it's more wearable. It's going to take you sort of later into the summer season because you still need a jumper in summer, don't you? Or if you're one of these cool people, you throw them over your shoulders, you don't actually wear it. So it would absolutely be suitable for Hudson pants. Carol Glover, John's bought her some to make Hudson pants. She will be able to report back on that. But yes, so that's what I made my CC joggers in, and they are possibly one of the comfiest things on this planet. If you want to order, it's via the website. So colours wise, we'll show you now. What you drew in this fabric the other day, and yeah, exactly. I am still wearing my makes out of this now, and probably will continue to do so all year round because it's just nice and in the middle. I've got a lot of colours of this. And I do have matching ribbon for, do you mean this lilac, the light lavender, or do you mean the grape? Because I have ribbon for both. So all of these should have a matching ribbon unless it's gone out of stock. This one is light lavender. I'll have to whiz through these quickly. This one is fuchsia, proper classic bright pink. Then we've got berry. Love this one. It's kind of a burgundy. It was described by the supplier as purple, but it is not purple. It's quite a sort of winey colour. Go and get some more. Okay, we've got turquoise. So this is like a brighter turquoise. Spiced coral. This is a nice, rich sort of tone to it. A regular navy. Blue shadow, which I absolutely adore. This is quite a dusty, sort of dusky blue. Back again. I'm going to have some tidying up to do tonight. We've got dove grey, very sort of basic. Light sand, which is a nice sort of beigey cream colour that will go with everything. Teal, we've got quite a lot of teal in stock actually, so it's like a petrol or teal blue, I can't remember which one it is, whether I called it petrol or teal. Plenty of that one. And there is also black, which I don't think I need to show you the black, and a red, like a bright red. So save me another trip up there. But those are the colours that we have. So there's quite a good range. And they all coordinate together quite nicely and they have the matching ribbons. So big fan of those. I'll tell you what else caught my eye today actually on the shelves that I was thinking this isn't getting as much love as it should. And these colours are so nice for this time of year. Oh, it's okay, Elaine, that is the point of the live, it's fine. I haven't done many steps today actually because I've been upstairs typing and doing things on the computer. I've actually not got many steps in, so I need the exercise. But these lovely Pointel jerseys are in a very lovely pastel-y spring colours, and it just occurred to me before, I thought, oh, let's give them a bit of love on the live as well. Because these are great for your layering pieces at this time of year. Just your little t-shirts and things. I fancy a bit of this. You can see there. Very nice. This had a resurgence in the last couple of years, I think. Yeah, lovely for pyjamas. Ding! I'm gonna have to get like a little bell, or maybe like a button to make a noise. So then if we mention pyjamas or we mention the Sophia pants, we can have like a little alarm go off. Grape and berry made up in the Drew are a perfect weight and the fabric is so soft. Yay! You can't get better than that, can you? I think it's glorious. And I've washed mine a fair few times. And cute for babies, yeah. Cute for me, Susie B. So Susie B's made a chocolate cake for tomorrow. Good Lord, help my waistline, because I ended up having 2 slices of that Victoria sponge cake last week because it was incredible. So thank the Lord for customers that bake. So I think that's about it. The only other thing that I did pull out that was quite springy was this lovely peach skin, which is just nestled on the shelf there, and I thought, oh, it's actually called Spring Fizz. Yay, Kirsty chocolate cake. And is this not in stock? I don't know. There's quite a bit left on it, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Please give this fabric a home. Look how nice it is. Let me know if it's not showing. I'll have to check. Oh, where are my comments? I've gone a bit frozen. Hey, Lynn. Yeah, absolutely beautiful, that one. I'll show you that for scale, but it's just one of those that's been tucked on a lower shelf and I think a little bit overlooked, but it's got a really nice weight to it. And I haven't had many peach skins in a long time. They have a lovely, lovely texture, very soft and smooth. So there you go. I think that's it for this week. Next week, we should have some new fabric, and we will be here at 5 o'clock on Thursday. So there you go. It would be beautiful for a boho dress. Yeah, it'd be lovely. Have we got plans for this weekend, people? What are we up to? Are we going to be enjoying this nice weather? I'm hoping to get out in the garden on Sunday, but it depends how how it goes tomorrow with sorting out the cutting table that needs reassembling. I need to go and I've got the top of the cutting table at the back of the room. If I just turn, you can see it here. You see it there? It's massive. And it needs sanding. So I think that might be going out in the backyard tomorrow to get aggressively sanded. So you've got a Sorry Sews social tomorrow. Yay, that sounds fun. Well, I hope you all have a lovely weekend and you get lots of sewing done and you buy lots of fabric. You're going to the rag market. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Well, thank you for joining in, everybody. And I'm going to go home and get some pizza, but not before I've put all of these soft sweats away. Sarah, I don't want to know about the rain. It's not happening. Don't bring that kind of negativity. But I get tidied up before tomorrow morning and we welcome in our Saturday social stitchers. But I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and a lovely week next week. I will see you on Thursday live at 5 on a different day. Be there or be square, as they say. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Take care. Happy sewing. Bye-bye.